G'day, my name's Wilfred West from Locksport, Victoria, Australia. Welcome to Locksport, the home of online gaming, wonderful views and Australian wildlife. I do hope you like these videos, if so please subscribe. G'day all, how you all going? My name is King Admiral Commander Black Starlord Triple Lead at your service. And welcome back to me. I'm doing an update on one of the videos. I'm pretty much going to show you the Federal Corvette, how I've set it up and why I set the Federal Corvette up. Now I love this ship. I think it's probably one of the best ships in the game. First of all, just lock the screen here so it just makes it easier for me to navigate around and so forth. Now we'll go to outfitting. Now it doesn't have the biggest jump range, which is I'm not really worried about, but we'll show you the hard points I've set up and explain the reasons why I've got these hard points. Now I've got two huge multi-cannons on top. These are all pre 3.0 modified. So this is a gimbaled one, and the modification of that one there is incendiary rounds. So we go to the next one and we'll look at the modifications on that one. That's corrosive shell. Now people say they're useless on top. I disagree. No matter what ship you're facing, when these do hit, they hit, and they hit hard. Then I've got another multi-cannon underneath there. Now I'm not quite sure if I want to change this to a beam laser, but I've got corrosive rounds on that one as well, because I believe they stack would be the word. So that's a newer one. I think that was modified. I'm not quite sure if that was modified. Yeah, that was modified after 3.0. So now then I've got 4 beam lasers. They're all torrented. Now I could have had them gimbal, but I prefer these ones. These ones are actually modified before the so the stats aren't the best. But I will probably get I will modify other ones, but this is efficient weapon number 3, a grade 3, and it's a friend or foe sort of thing. They're all identical in that aspect. Okay, so they're friend or foe beam lasers. I prefer to use those ones over anything else torrented, because they really help when you're actually with somebody else. Now I probably will we'll modify some more ones, but I'm happy with these ones. Now this to me, right, ship, I call it this ship I call, well, a multi-purpose ship. People say you can just design it for war and stuff like that, but I just prefer to have a multi-purpose ship. So here, we'll go from the top up here. The point defense always comes in handy. You need one heat sink launcher on this thing, right? You modify that so you can shoot out more heat sinks. They've got shield booster, shield booster, shield booster, shield booster. Now you can modify these, of course, and drop them down. They're all been modified according to what I wanted for them. I'm not going to really go through all the modifications for it. Then you want to go to core ones. So you've got the top up here. These are also been modified. Now that one now, a modification. That one is a heavy duty armor, but it's on the lightweight armor, and you can see the bonuses it actually gives you. So that is a joy to play around with. Now, especially when the NPCs like to throw rockets at you. Now the power plant, of course, has been modified, overcharged, of course. Then you get your thrusters, which are dirty drives, which I'm happy with that. It overheats, but who cares? Frame shift drive has been currently increased for FSD range, which you do need it, especially on this ship. Life support, a shielded life support, could be shields go down, add a little bit of protection for that. Power distributor has been modified to charge enhanced. The sensors, what did I modify those to? Lightweight. I was going to put long range scanners, but I just put lightweight. It just makes a little, gives you an extra jump range, not much, but anything you can't modify is a fuel tank, of course. Now, that's this one here. Now, in here, now, I have the 7A shield generator. Now, that has been modified to thermo-resistant shields, because that's mostly a lot of weapons that hit you. So, and I've got pretty much good modifications on everything else. Now, the shield cell bank, I went for rapid recharge. It just, I don't know, I'm still playing around with that one. It's like only grade 3. I don't know what other ones you can put in here. Now I put a cargo rack into here, 7A cargo rack, because you really want to keep that into, I find this gives you enough tonnage even to do when you're doing as it supports a multi-purpose ship. So this gives you more than enough tonnage. I've gone for then of course we've got the 6D fighter bay rank, because you're 2 ships out there to come around. I don't really fly them. I just let the what's the name, co-pilot, or anybody else who wants to fly them can jump on board and do that. The fuel scoop has been modified, and it's just been modified to a shielded fuel scoop. I don't know why, but I just did it. Collector limpet controller. The reason why I have that is because you go out and just shooting people and stuff like that, and they drop all their goodies off for you. So they might as well collect them out. Now, occasionally I will take out that if I'm using, say, if I'm doing passage mission, I've got to either take out that, or I could take out the collector limpet or the planetary vehicle hangar bay. Collector limpet gives, what modifications did I put on that? I think I basically can't remember what modifications they were. I've got to get myself back out of the legal issues on some of this stuff. The fighter bay gives me 2 buggies, which I'm quite happy with. Then of course you get the advanced discovery scanner, which I don't need to use, but I use it in every system. Like currently my jump range is 17.2. 17.25 is the best I can get, and 18.65 is the really big best I can get over. It's not to explore. Right? Occasionally I might take passengers, but they're more short range passengers, just to collect more material wise, or to build your status up, or to help the Walls of Jonai out. So this is why I call it the multi-purpose ship. So I can just strip that out and put something else into there to do mission based stuff. Now detailed surface panel, I always have that into there. I love my standard docking computer. Then of course you got your 5-hole reinforcement package. You get the military options there, so you might as well use those. That's heavy duty reinforcing. You can see the stats there. Now I'm very happy with that. Now same with that one, the planetary approach thing. So pretty much that is what I have. This is, now I do have a corrosive resistance bay now, which I can use if I need to. So let's have a look at the Federal Corvette. That's the voice pack I am using currently. Now you can get another one. I can get Archer.
Greetings,
oh, I'm so tempted.
Greetings, Commander.
I might probably get Archer.
Commander. Greetings, Commander. This is
I'll do that one. Do that later. Now the paint job, I went for this one because I find it, these are the paint jobs I do have. Right. These are the ones here. I do find these a bit tacky. They were okay for a little bit, but mostly tacky. I didn't mind the Cobalt one. I didn't mind some of these, but as I said before, they're just tacky. Don't know why I bothered wasting money on them. These ones were actually not too bad. I don't mind some of the colours on these. They do make the ship look more interesting. But these ones here, I do like, because it gives it a sort of corroded look to it. Like it's a military ship, but it's being converted over to a multi-purpose role. So that there to me looks good, right? Then we've got the ship name, which is of course out of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's ID. And now I like Some of these, they do look good. I haven't got the camera set up properly yet for it. And the Wolves of Jonai ones I'm not going to worry about now. I kept these ones because I don't like the spike setup on this. It does look kind of tacky. It really, like certain ships it looks good on, but the spikes on some ships don't look good on, like this one here. It just makes the ship look tacky. Right, it loses the style. The paint job doesn't it does it okay, but I think, yeah, some of the stuff, it just makes the ship look really, really tacky, and I'm like, nah. And now I've gone for the yellow weapons because I'm thinking the corrosive ones, you can go for pink or whatever, you'll go for one of those, but I think that suits the colour, right? And what I'm trying to go for. Same with the engine ones, you can get a lot of different engine things. Now, as I said before, this is a military ship. Now, in here, of course, you've got the station, and I went for this theme because if you're a pilot, right, you'd want to keep the core galaxy, your human part of you still intact type thing would be the word I'm looking for. So you'd want to have this on your dashboard to remind you of that. And of course, Christmas is every day. These Christmas lights, though, on the other hand, are tacky. But I bought them. I could go for white ones, but they just don't look even worse. I'll keep the tackiness of those till I find something. I just don't like how it goes across. They could do a bit better there. Now, these ones here. Come on, let's have a look at you. I haven't given them a paint job. Can I change the voice for that?
Greetings, Commander. This
is okay, let's activate that one.
This is Victor.
So we'll put that one as a paint job. That one there. Now, I really haven't got much. I might go for an orange look. There we go. Front dorsal detail. Of course, we want the Wolves of Jonai on here. And of course, we want the Wolves of Jonai on here. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, welcome back. I'm currently on TeamSpeak as well at the moment, chatting to people. And now we'll put that onto there, of course. I didn't know I didn't have any of these weapon details. We want yellow again. It'll go good with our weapons. Weapon contrast. And we'll go that there. That'll look good. We'll keep to the theme of this one because excuse me, because of okay, let's go that one. I'm definitely going to go by Archer though. Actually, no. Keep this one Verity, I think. And then go back to Archer. Paint job. Yellow. I could buy these other ones, but just not interested in them. Detail here. I don't know. I didn't think I thought I had all these there. But this is before the scanner. It's like, even though I'm triple elite, I still will explore. I still will scan every planet if I can. Unless I'm in a hurry to get to somewhere, I still will do other things like trade as well, and pirating and whatnot. But I like doing those things. Now that's set up. Let's see if I set my buggies up. Come on. Okay, so let's go.
Greetings, Commander.
Celeste for this one.
Your cockpit voice assistant.
Okay, paint job. Yeah, I'll make it yellow. Stick to a theme. And yeah, I know I could put the triple elite ones on there, but just I've got to get quad elite. I think I will have to sit down and get quad elite one day. but I'm not worried about it. If I can get quite a lot, I will have to try it one day. I'll put yellow there. And we'll get the other one, and which that one will do. So I'm going to buy Archer though, because I do like Archer's voice. And I'll probably put that as my ship then. But as I said before, you can make almost any, actually pretty much any ship in the game a multi-purpose ship. If you sit down, think about it, it doesn't have to be like a full-on trader ship, but it can be a multi-role ship. And this is what I've done with the Federal Corvette. I made it into that multi-role ship that people do like. I wouldn't mind seeing a rust-coloured like paint jobs for these, as the same as the rust-coloured ones you can get for the main ships. So that's all taken care of. I will have to take care of that later. So that's my ship. Now I would like to see this colour onto everything else on what I own. And as I said before, it's big enough in compartment wise to take out stuff, to put other stuff into it, and to modify it so you get a better ship out of it. And so you can, as for, I've been taking on with Type 10s, Elite Type 10s of this thing, how it's been set up and kicked their asses. I've pretty much any NPC ship, even 3 of them together, or even up to 4 ships, I can pretty much take on with this one ship. And no matter what's fighting you, get the shield with the firepower of this thing is just insane. It's like it doesn't give much in the way of jump range, of course. Now, when you're looking over here, like I got my inventory, you got your stats there, inventory. I do like this new feature here, which is about you can play the Gallet news, which is good. Now, I'm only using 90% of my power with everything out. I've set it up how I like to set it up, which I like to put ones in the thrusters and stuff like that. Shield generator gets a 3, but when it hits like me life support, when that gets to life support, then you know you're in serious trouble. The fire groups are pretty simple, and also get collector, limit, advanced, discover, responder, separate things. Depends on what I'm doing. If I will shut these off. Like if I'm just in a pure combat situation, I'll turn that off. Actually, I'll probably turn these 2 off, leave that on. Excuse me. I don't know how I said that. I don't know if I'm in that one. If I'm just pure combat with no limit controls, I'll shut these 2 off, so they will not work. Those 2 channels, and I'll only stick to that channel. That way there you don't get confused. That's pretty simple. You basically just push your button, and when you're locking your target, you push your button, and that's it. Forget, it's basically fire forget. 0 torrented weapons. Now cargo, of course, is limpet controllers, and I've got other things you can fit there. Now this, I do like the new system they've done here. Now it does take a while to build up stuff. As you can see there, I've been collecting stuff for a while, and it does take a long time to do all that, but it's worth it. Same with this one, it takes a long time. I've got a long time to maybe go over to Planet one day and spend hours on it all week, just collecting stuff. It's there, stuff I can synthesize. Cabins, I haven't got any cabins, but if I had cabins, it'd be there. The ship cargo comes in handy. Now, beacons always off unless I'm with people. Excuse me, lights are always on, target only. Report crimes, I'll turn that back on. And everything else is there, just let that do its thing. It's taking its time, which is kind of annoying. Okay, that time actually worked pretty good. I'm pretty much happy with how this ship is set up. Like, as before, jump range is kind of crap. But it's a Federal Corvette. You don't expect much more than that from a Federal Corvette. I've got to get that one done, hand that in, and I've got those contracts. But as I said before, I do love this ship and how it's set up. Anyway, my name is King Admiral Commander Black Star Lord Triple Lead at your service, signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You'll have a great day now.